Hey, welcome back to the Scorpio channel. My name is Laura. If you're new to the channel, I'm going to do a general message for Scorpio. Know that energy is fluid, roles can be reversed. Interpret the message as it best resonates. Also know on this channel, I like to dive deep within the reading. So I do look at everything, but we take time to look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, and see how they play out as karmic themes. This will allow you to see why everything's playing out the way that it is, not just whether your person likes you and what they're going to do. We like to go deep on this channel. Now, before I jump in, I wanted to let you know that the doors on my shadow healing coaching program close October 10th. I'm only taking a limited few to be in this round. And the reason why is because I want to give the most attention to every single person. I don't want to have 50 people and not be able to give the individualized attention. Now, in this shadow healing coaching program, it's not just inner child healing, shadow healing, and reparenting. It's also all the healing modalities to heal the effects of trauma. It's going into what your life's soul's path is. It goes into more life coaching, psychic development. It's really a diversified program. It's a metaphysical program because it covers not just healing, it does also the esoteric and the psychic stuff. So if this is something that interests you, you want to jump on it now because the doors close again on the 10th. You can find the link in the description box along with all other important links. If you are connected to a Virgo, check out my Virgo channel. If you're connected to a Gemini channel, check out my Gemini channel. And obviously, if you want to book a personal reading, all you need to do is find my website. All right. Now, if you want to enter into winning a free reading here, you got to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and write the word of the video in your comment bar. The word of the video is always on the first card that I pull out, and it's the underlining energy that tells me why everyone's doing what they're doing. Well, that kind of just held in my hand, so I'm going to take it. It felt like it just said, take me, take me. And the word is insecurity, insecurity. I feel like you're connected to someone that was always insecure, but they were able to wear a mask, create a facade that they were a lot more confident than they were. And when they first dealt with you, they tried to make you feel insecure. They tried to elevate themselves, make it as if they were better than you. Not by actually saying that, by, just flaunting their money or flaunting what they had and, dropping certain names and again, just trying to create the persona, talking about how much money they have. Like I said, I think I just said that, but it was something that I feel like they did repetitively to create the facade that, that they were a lot more financial stable, that they were a lot more confident than they are now. I feel like the tables have turned and you are looking at this person as if they are really insecure and you're growing your confidence. The irony is, I feel like when you met this person, you were insecure too, but you didn't know that you were insecure. This person could read that you were insecure by how much you gave them. They felt you were a little insecure because they knew that they weren't coming from really a ethical place. And I feel like they were talking to a lot of different people, but there was a sense with you that they knew that you weren't talking to like 1,000 different people. And not that this person was talking to 1,000 people, but they were definitely talking to a lot of other people aside from you. And them coming in and out of your life, you actually knew that there were other people. You just didn't know how serious it was. So again, now this person is sitting in a place of insecurity because I feel like, again, you've separated from this person. You've been in separation from them for a while. And I feel like they're just stalking you, watching you, trying to get an idea. Now, I don't know why I'm feeling that, but we're going to pull some cards and actually see what the triggers were when you were hanging out with this person. Already, if someone is treating you like they are above you and you are beneath them, that's already a trigger. But I don't feel like you knew that. It's like, and that could be because this person was always overcompensating. When a person has a second chakra imbalance, they either undercompensate or overcompensate. And when a person's insecure, they again try to emulate what they perceive as someone that's confident. It's not really what someone's confident, but someone that's confident comes from their true self. They're coming from their heart. They let their heart and their gut lead. They're not strategic. This person is very strategic. And I feel like they tried to make you insecure by giving you a lot less than what they knew that you deserved. But they were trying to trigger you. They were trying to make you react. And I don't really feel like you ever did. Yeah, you felt like this person again ignored you. They were trying to give you a lot less than what you deserve. So again, they might have seen you from time to time, but they would ignore birthdays, they would ignore holidays, they would ignore if God forbid someone died in your family, if there was a big occasion, if there was they just wouldn't give you the credit. They would again downplay any type of interest. But really what they were trying to do was not form an attachment to you. They were trying to literally not give you anything, hopefully that you would give them, but more or less to react. They wanted you to react. You felt it. You felt like you weren't being valued. You could tell what they did, and it did hurt you. You just didn't say anything, but this person could feel it because you and this person have an ESP connection. There's a soul connection, so they could feel it. And I feel like you were like, why would you try to make me feel bad about myself? And that's really what it comes down to. It's not even that they ignored you, it's why, the underlying reason. Yeah, this person, anytime that you would try to explain to them how you would feel, they would make a lot of excuses. And you knew that they weren't really, that like it was completely like they were reaching, right? Like that they weren't really, they were trying to, they didn't really care whether or not you knew that they were lying or not. They wanted the end goal, and the end goal was for you to react. This is another reason why you didn't feel valued. You actually felt really disrespected. You felt disrespected because, in a way, you knew what they were doing. I feel like you just didn't understand why they were doing what they were doing. Again, trying to treat you as if you were less than, being extremely unfair, ignored and unfair. So completely making you feel as if you were insignificant. If anything, they tried to like show that they didn't have any feelings for you. But the thing is that they also would show that they would have feelings for you because every now and again, the wall would come down. Every now and again, they would not be on guard. They would like let their heart lead, and not because they were purposely trying to do it. It was like just because it's uncomfortable to always be on guard. It's always uncomfortable, especially if you truly have feelings for someone, to really be mean. So this person went out of their way to be mean to you. However, there were times that they did show some vulnerability, some niceness. It's just it was difficult to deal with this person, I feel like, because they were always coming from a place of really being, self-righteous, feeling as if they were better, trying to elevate themselves, almost like so preoccupied with that and not occupied at all in the relationship. Almost like this person, all they did was talk about themselves. And you disconnected, I feel like, because you were like, I just don't trust you. I feel like you want to hurt me. I feel like I can't trust you because I know that you're talking to other people. Number two. Number two, you literally go out of your way to hurt me. I know that you want to hurt me. And I think in the beginning, you didn't really know that that's what they were trying to do. You did notice that they would, you know, try to elevate who they were, like, and appear as if they were so important, so desirable from other people, and again try to, put themselves on a pedestal almost. They did everything to get underneath your skin to have you react. And for whatever reason, I feel like a parent did this to you. I feel like if it wasn't a parent, it was someone that was close to you, that you're like, okay, I can feel that we have a connection, and the connection represents love. So you've had people in your life that have loved you and have also like deliberately tried to like get underneath your skin to get you to react. That's somebody that's an angry person. That's somebody that's an angry person. That's somebody that holds on to a lot of shame. That's why they try to act so perfect. But the truth of the matter is that this person really is obsessed with you. And now that you've detached, they feel guilty. They have anxiety. And they have anxiety because you actually triggered their abandonment. The whole point of why this person does what they do is because they have fear of commitment. And they have fear of commitment because they have fear of abandonment. People always leave this person. People always betray this person, but I feel like it's because they do the same thing. They unconsciously do the same thing. It's almost like this person doesn't believe that they're deserving of love. So they have a connection to somebody, they get close, and then every now and again, the wall comes down and they're a normal person that you can feel the connection, and they're nice, but then out of the blue, the next time you see them, they're not nice. They try to get underneath your skin. I feel like this person like deliberately would ignore you, did like obvious things that you're like, why wouldn't you say my condolences? Or why wouldn't you say happy birthday? Or why wouldn't you say something when I said something that I felt was important or something that meant something to me? Why would I always get crickets? And again, this person didn't want to grow an emotional attachment. And they always steered the relationship to very surface and very almost like if they were going to talk about anything, they were going to talk about, a passion. They were going to talk about like hooking up, how much they wanted you, how sexy you were, how good looking you were. Like it would always evolve back to that, but never would they allow you to go deep. And if anything, that made you feel abandoned because you're like, okay, you're not really here. But once you left this person, now you triggered their abandonment. But their hidden truths are that they really do have strong feelings for you. And I feel like part of the reason why they have strong feelings for you now is that I don't think that this person knew that they loved you. I feel like they were very attracted to you, but they're attracted to a lot of people. They don't get deep. So they didn't really take this connection that seriously. They didn't think that they were gonna grow feelings for you. Again, they thought you were gonna have feelings for them and react and create fireworks and try and control them and trying to make them feel so desirable by giving you less. Where really, when you detach from this person, you really like took your mind off of them and you put it on, I feel like, on yourself or other people or things that were going to grow you, that were going to emotionally make you feel better. So your energy didn't drop. Like if you were just desiring this person and they did what they did and you detached, your energy would have dropped. Your energy didn't drop. Your energy actually elevated once this person got out of your life. And it's because you started to put your time and your focus into yourself, and you became more mindful of the people that you surrounded yourself with. And there are people that are feeding you, people that are growing you, people that feel good about themselves and that they don't have to play games. So now this person has anxiety because they know that they ignored you. They know that they manipulated and disrespect you. And I say manipulated because whenever I see reaching, it's like you're like trying to connect the dots, but it's like nothing makes sense. But you're trying to be so convincing to me on why you can't show up for me. It's like you try and then twist it around on me like I'm asking for too much. I remember every detail of that day. So I feel like the last time you hung out with this person, they replay that over and over and over in their mind. It's again, whether you had a kiss, they remember the kiss. They remember the passion. They remember the connection. They remembered everything about that day. And it's because you didn't deserve what they did. They just did it to do it because they didn't have feelings for you, or they didn't know how deep the feelings were. I feel like this person had a lot of people, and it's again, they just treated you the way that they treat everyone, that it was an insignificant connection as far as they were concerned, but they wound up drawing feelings. I feel like they wound up getting feelings and knowing that they have feelings once you disconnected from this person. I wish I could share my good news with you. I feel like they can share their good news with you. I feel like this person doesn't really want to come towards you yet. I feel like there were things that they were hiding in their life. Like I said, they always led with money. I don't really believe that they had as much money as they portrayed. I don't really believe that the life that they tried to portray to you was their real life. I believe that there was a persona. And so before they allow you to come back into their life, they want to actually try to make what they said a little bit more of a reality, like get their finances more in order. And I feel like they are doing that. I feel like this connection, believe it or not, is making this person become a better person because they're working on themselves. So that's why they're not going to come towards you, because they're going to come towards you. I really do feel like they're going to try to pursue you. I feel you leaving me behind, and that scares the shit out of them because listen, it's been a long time. The way that they expected you to react, you didn't react. You disconnected from this person. And now they're forced to look at themselves. And what I said is, I really felt like you took the time and you threw it into yourself and you surrounded yourself with positive people, and that raised your energy. And when you pour into yourself, even if it's just self-care, which I feel like it was a lot more than self-care. I feel like you worked on your business. I feel like you took some classes. Some of you took classes. Some of you took got a new job and are working on that job. Some of you are throwing yourselves into a hobby, started a new creative project. And so, whatever it is that you're doing, you're creating energy. You're creating a lot of energy. And so, what happens when we create energy and we pour energy into ourselves, we become a magnet for other people, situations, and experiences. And I feel like even though this person has been in separation from you for a while, they've been stalking you for a while. So they've been watching you. And this is why they've grown so much emotion for you as well. It's because it's how much time, energy, focus you give something is how much you love something, right? So I feel like you put a lot of time and energy and focus into creating yourself, growing yourself into this new project and hanging out with new people and just, finding yourself. So you raise your vibration. So these new people are coming into your life. So of course they feel you leaving them behind. They're like, I know that you're a good catch. So why wouldn't anyone else think that you're a good catch? This is why they're working on themselves. They don't want to come back into your life without enough money, they want to be able to treat you well. They didn't treat you well before. It's time for me to heal now. That's what they're doing. Like I said, I feel like this connection is making them heal. So their plan, I knew exactly what I was doing. So again, when they were doing it, they know, again, they feel guilty because they knew exactly what they were doing. And part of the reason why they were in separation with you for a long time, I feel like they lost themselves for a while. This person falls prey to drinking or doing like smoking weed or doing something to completely detach and disassociate so that they don't feel themselves. And the problem with that is that you lose time. So a lot of time went by. So part of it was this person was being an ass. They were literally in the beginning of the connection when they wanted you to pour into them, they were being an ass. They were deliberately not giving you anything. But when you detached, I feel like this person detached and they disassociated. And I feel like part of it was because there really was a strong connection. This person threw the dice, and they threw the dice and thinking, well, I think that you're going to act this way. And if you act that way, then I don't have to be vulnerable. I don't have to open up. And we see why they don't want to do that. They are surface because they have fear of abandonment. But what they actually created was abandonment because they got in their own way. It's again, they have love for you, but they don't believe that they're deserving of love. That's why they create this whole persona. So now they're sitting in a space of anxiety, not feeling good, and looking at how they treated you. And they're saying, why? I don't even know why I did what I did. But then all they know is that my life really isn't as what it seems. It's to you. So I have to work on my life. I have to get my life together. And really, the truth of the matter is that you might only accept me being a friend, but I really want to be more than friends. So I have to come in with something. So they're in a place of healing, and that's what they're doing right now. It's like, what is your feelings about it? Let's see what your feelings are about this. No, like I feel like this is still this person. I'm sorry for leaving you hanging. There's no excuse for my actions. I want to reconcile with you, and that's what we know already. So I feel like you don't have one feeling about it or another, to be honest with you. I feel like you're so numb from this person being in and out of your life and playing games and just kind of leaving you hanging because, again, they threw a temper tantrum and wanted you to act a certain way and you didn't act it, so you detached. And then instead of them coming and apologize, they just left this hanging. They didn't close it out. But now what they're seeing is they hurt themselves more than they hurt you. And so I feel like, again, you're like, I don't really have a feeling about it ever. It's like you're confused. If anything, you're confused. You're confused about the relationship. It's like, and that sometimes you would lie awake stressing about it, stressing about whether or not like this person would ever figure out the connection. So that's what this person just confuses you because you're like, they did a lot of bullshit and for no reason from what you can see, but reason because this person has psychological reversals when they, again, fear of abandonment, when person doesn't really believe that they could be loved. They create all these personas, but the personas are what actually gets in the way of and them actually having what they want. This person was trying to create safety for themselves. But what they did was they closed themselves off to love and they didn't want to be vulnerable. Remember, they wanted to be surface. The only way this person is going to get you back is that they're going to have to be vulnerable. This person didn't want to be transparent. The only way they're going to be able to get you back is to be transparent. They are in the healing right now of trying to figure out how to do that. That's a big deal for this person. You may not think it's a big deal for you because you don't have those wounds, but this person, it's a huge deal. And I feel like just the simple fact that they're coming back and they're not a person that normally would come back. Again, this person's prideful. They wore a mask. They create personas. They hide behind their money. They would not come back. It's like, but you're like, I don't understand like what it is, what this connection is. So I'm only going to pull two more cards. And again, this is collective reading. So some of you will are confused, and some of you guys are like, I'm not confused, you're an asshole. But again, understanding why that they did what they did, you don't take it personally. You can actually see that everything was this person. You perceive that this person was someone that was like an emperor because they had a lot of money. Again, they led with it. They were not stupid. They created the persona of what they perceive people want. That's not who they are. And in that, they shut themselves off from intimacy because how can they possibly let anyone in their life? Everyone's going to see the truth. Yeah, like I feel like things are going to happen within your career. And when things are happening within your career or things happening, like again, you're going to get recognition or you're going to be acclaimed for something, you're going to be noticed. And when that happens, I feel like this person is going to come back into your life. But right now, they're going within themselves. They're again doing self-reflection. This person, like I said, is watching you, and I believe watching you have a glow up, having a blow up, because like I said, you poured your energy into yourself. And I believe that's also part of the catalyst of making this person move. This is how the universe conspires to work on your side, but it's also to help this person heal because they feel you leaving them behind because things are happening. You're getting noticed. You're drawing a lot of attention to yourself, and that's giving a lot of anxiety to this person because, again, they see that you're a good catch. So we know that they're coming back and we don't know exactly when, and that's whenever, again, this change happens for you, this recognition happens for you, when something, again, happens big for you that is drawing attention to you. But I would always say it's within 1 to 3 months because spirit has no time and readings usually unfold within that time. So we say, why did you attract this person into your life? What do you need to learn? Because you're a mirror of who and what comes into your life. We pull 6. These are the inner child cards. This is anchor. This you can see it's like a father and a child. So again, that represents support. Your anchor is again anchored in the physical realm, connected to the physical body, feeling supported. Optimism. That's actually a gift, I think, to be optimistic as a child, even if you didn't have support and you had to figure things out on your own, you had anxiety. Suppression. So even though you were optimistic, you had somebody in your life that was kind of a bully. Instead of giving you support and making you feel safe and making you feel nurtured, they actually suppressed you. And that is why, again, we see this person always wanted to get underneath your skin. They wanted to trigger you. They wanted to make you react. And I felt like you had somebody in your life that, did the same thing. And that's this energy, that suppression. Like, I'm not like, if you're optimistic about what you're doing, And then the parent just comes by and squashes it, says something negative, says something again derogatory to what it is that you're doing that made you took the wind right out of your sails. That's like something that this person liked to do by making you feel insignificant, not important, by feeling ignored, shame. Again, and that would happen if, again, you had a parent that wasn't supporting you, that wasn't loving you, that wasn't, feeding your optimism, right, on whatever thing that you were doing, but was sitting there suppressing you and then shaming you for it. And then having shame, well, that's the darkest energy. The darkest energy. When we hold on to shame, we will attract the most imbalanced people in our lives. People that are angry, people that don't believe that they're shame. And we're not shame. We can't be shame. There's no such thing. We have the energy of unconditional love. And when we have shame, we're viewing our life through what has transpired in our life. That's not who we are. Those are events of life. That's are part of our journey, but that's not who we are. We learn through those experiences. Well, you were told that you were those experiences. And then to have a parent that actually kept you stuck in that energy. We can see why you attracted someone that was mean to you. You would also attract bullies, by the way, with this type of energy. Because it makes you feel not safe. Love. Not feeling loved, obviously, if you felt shamed and suppressed, when meanwhile, I feel like your energy was like you were a little highly sensitive person. So full of love, full of optimism, full of joy. And so I feel like your happiness made this person angry. That was like your essence. And that's like this person, like when you met them, it's like instead of them nurturing the connection, they got triggered by your happiness and your joy. And they just were trying to like poke at you because of their own anger, because of their own shame. Or five, one more. Joy. And that's like I said, you are optimist and joy. And those are, by the way, those are gifts. So, but when you have this essence about you of just being happy, and when people see that light in you and they have their demons, well, it irritates. And this person had demons. You had suppressed demons of not feeling loved because you were shamed by someone that was supposed to be giving you support, someone that was supposed to be your anchor, someone that was supposed to love you and guide you. So what Spirit said is you poured into yourself and now you're going to be rewarded soon. You're going to be rewarded with some recognition and this person's going to come back and we're going to see what Spirit tells us, what the Holy Spirit tells us as our last message for this reading. Again, because I feel like you don't know whether you're going to take this person back. To be honest with you, I feel like you're confused. You may let this person prove to you that, you want to really be, with them. Like they need to really put the energy into you to prove it that they want to be with you. And then you'll figure it out from there. Spirit says release. Stop fighting your fears and the hardships of life. You control your thoughts and live in the present moment and accept each stage of life. Work on what you have the power over and you put in God's hands what you cannot change. And you trust that everything will work out for the best. So Spirit's saying, whatever anger you have towards this person, if you hold on to, you have to release it. And whatever pain you have, again, from that the past from it not having that support, that love from that parent, Spirit says it's time to release it, because that's going to, when you hold on to anger, it prevents you from being in the moment. It holds on to your energy. We have to be a clear conduit for Spirit to work through. Spirit is a universe. It's ubiquitous. It's the energy of unconditional love. So we have to be the energy of unconditional love. So Spirit's saying you have to release and you have to forgive and understand you went through the spiritual test again. And what you saw is you didn't allow this person to suppress you. You actually took your power back. So you integrated the spiritual lesson, but to fully transmute this negative energy so that you can really step into what it is that you're doing. And again, things are happening for you. You're getting recognition. Spirit says you have to, again, put into God's hands what you can't change and be in the present moment. And if this person comes back and you want to be in them to be in your life, you have to release the anger, and any resentment. You have to, again, treat it like it's a brand new connection. And that might be really hard for you. I feel like you'll do it, but for those of you that have feelings for him, but you're just going to make this person work for it. And you do that by setting boundaries. Boundaries are your friend. It's like when you do that and you're setting it, this person will have to, again, follow those in order to make you feel safe, make you feel secure. So when we release, it doesn't mean that we just completely forgot. We have to find our balance. You gave too much in the beginning for someone that disrespected you. Now, what you're saying is, oh, no, no, no. You're going to earn my respect because I gave it to you before and you disrespected me. So now you're going to earn it. And I'm going to set the boundaries because you clearly might not know how to do it. You have spiritual blocks in love. Yes, this person's working on themselves, but you're still going to need to teach this person on how you want to be treated. And that's because Spirit says you don't really know how to treat yourself. It's just because look how much you gave to that person that disrespected you. Again, the shame. So you have to see the person treat you differently. And that's going to require you also, again, showing up for yourself and releasing the anger, but then also setting boundaries. I'm going to leave that there, Scorpio. You let me know how you resonated with this. And remember, only until the 10th, you have to sign up for my coaching program. This is not get a free reading. This is the coaching program. Some of you guys signed up to the coaching program thinking you were getting a free reading. No, this is something completely different. This is shadow life coaching, psychic development. It's a combination of metaphysical studies, this type of coaching. Now, if you want to, again, enter into winning a free reading with me, we're going to write the word of the video in your comment bar. And remember, that was insecurity. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Bye.